want to see more Clem. I want to see more Euthermal. I want to see more ZVT. I like a bit of Protoss versus Protoss, but this seems to be fair, when Parting's playing, I don't mind. I can watch Parting PvP literally for
I'll
weeks.
watch Parting anything. There's never been a not entertaining Parting game.
That is actually true. The god of PvP himself. So anyway, guys, we are going to be launching into that game. And starting actually with Parting's opponent down here in the bottom right-hand side in the green. He is Chance. A few people asking, he's an up-and-coming Korean player, has been coaching, playing at a very good MMR, looking for a pro team. Unfortunately, did just miss out on the Codas qualifiers, but he's looking like he's getting stronger every week, every year. Is really dedicated to becoming a top player.
He was very close to Codas, as was Percival. In the top left here, this guy is well and truly solidly in Codas as he is qualified, and he'd be looking forward to that starting on April 11th. But right now, let's do this series. It is Parting from Dragon Phoenix Gaming.
People are now all talking about sleeping on stream. Apparently, some people are doing it as like a thing now. That would be so...
It's like against TOS.
I would love to do that and just watch that VOD where everyone's like, holy fuck, he's like talking in his sleep. I like sit upright and start like chanting in fucking Latin, which I don't even know, and then just go back to sleep. People are like, oh, he's actually a fucking demon possessed. I know there'd be some weird shit I do in the night. When I was younger, I used to like sleepwalk a lot. I actually would love to watch it. I just don't want anyone else to see it. I'm sure it'd be weird. Who knows? Maybe I do just like literally sleep there like a vampire.
See, watching me in like my sleep thing. Oh my god, Smallpox is gifting a tier 2 sub to Piggly Wiggly.
Oh, Smallpox, thank you so much.
That means that when you submit replays for Casting Pig, you have priority. There you go.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, in chat, next epic game I play, y'all gotta remind me to submit that.
Send it on in. Send it on in. Thank you so much, Smallpox. But the point I was saying is that I was pretty sure there was a rule for Twitch that if you're not like it's the same as streaming like a box full of animals. You know.
Oh, you can't do that anymore?
From what I understand, I think you can do it on a non-partnered stream, but on a partnered stream, I don't think you can do it. I think you have to be like there and active. It's to try and stop people from just being live 24/7 with nothing happening.
What if you like make it a game? Because it's like not gaming content, right? They want to keep it gaming, and they have some non-gaming, but they want there to be stuff going on. What if you do like Hunger Games with kittens in the box, and you like make
they
them
all had knives and only one kitten survived at the end?
Yeah, there's not enough food for them all, so they like have to start fighting and shit and eating each other.
I mean, it seems like it might be ethically a problem, but I don't see anything in the Twitch TOS that actually says I can't do that. I mean, I've seen streamers abuse their animals on stream and be completely fine. In fact, promoted even by Twitch.
Well, our good friend Smix, who's of course our favorite Twitch employee, I'm sure she'd be, behind the idea. And in her honor, we'll call it the Smix Dome as well, the kitten arena, where we make them literally fight for their lives in front of several thousand horrified PETA fans. Hope you guys enjoy that idea. Let us know.
We're going to start a Twitch TV account called Tiger King, and Pig's going to put on a mullet wig, or actually just grow a real mullet. That'd be really silly.
Hey, I can't get a haircut at the moment, so why not?
All you need is a couple husbands, a mullet that you keep underneath the cap all the time, some tank tops. You can ask Nathaniel for that. He's got a spare dozen or so tank tops. And then just start going full redneck, man, and your animal battle royale will be realer than ever, like almost too real.
So very quickly before we talk too much about the builds, since they are actually rather generic expand builds, it's just Twilight first, probably Blink for Chance since he loves that, whereas it's early Robo for Parting. Basically, we were talking about how if they do a big movie of Tiger King, how it should be what's his name? We're talking about. Yeah, the actor who would be Joe Exotic would be the crazy guy who does all the movies with
the guy from
he's from like Pineapple Express and all sorts of crazy movies.
Down, like
I can't think of his name, but I was talking about this with Dawn, and she was saying actually she thinks it should be David Spade. And I was like,
David Spade is so brilliant. Yes,
he did Joe Dirt. I mean, Joe Dirt is basically Joe Exotic.
Basically, yes. They're also called Joe. Like it's just.
Yeah.
We got that early attack here from Parting, which Chance to see with his hallucination. I mean, Parting's got a pretty nice advantage in unit count here, but Chance does have that high ground. He's got a fair few sentries.
Don't waste your force fields, Chance. Oh, big bait there. Parting's so happy about that. Oh, no. Chance is in trouble, dude. He's got to go back to the batteries. His batteries are finished. Loses 2 sentries and a stalker. Oh, Parting is looking large and in charge. He baits even more force fields. What's Chance got, dude? He's got a Twilight and a Forge.
He's got 4 stalkers.
Twilight and a Forge can't do shit. He's only got 2 gates, and Parting says, nah, this is my base now, mother trucker. Oh my god, this is the blink no blink build. Ever since they made it so Warp Prisms could pick up with range, you don't need to make blink for your stalkers to blink. The force fields.
Cooldown, baby. It's a hell of a drug, and he can force field that ramp forever because you know what? Chance doesn't have blink, not for a few more seconds.
Yeah, Chance went on a holiday down to his natural, came back, was like, whoa, why are there people here in my living room? I didn't Airbnb my house. What the fuck? Parting's sitting there. He's been literally putting out his cigarette stubs on the couch. There's fucking burn marks everywhere. He's naked. That you can see skid marks on the couch as well as pizza boxes, open soju bottles, and he's just
on the pizza boxes, skid marks on soju bottles.
The man's a fucking animal, and he's just laid waste to your living room.
Oh my god! I mean, Chance is still in this game, but I mean, his name is ironic in this particular occasion because Parting is normally a pretty big favorite in a PvP against most people, but when he's up 25 workers and he has the tech advantage, it's like,
oh, dude. It's crazy. I mean, he's been trading series with Trap. Parting, Trap. I actually think of them as the best PvP in the world right now. Now, I'm sure Zest would still go toe-to-toe. He obviously is a king of PvP long-term over many years now. Zest has never not been a top contender. And SOS, of course, pokes in and out there. Classic, obviously, in the military, not around right now. But I really do think, Parting is just one of the best PvP players in the world at the moment, and he keeps getting better and better. So Chance, of course, going to try to fight from behind, eke out whatever he can, but it's going to be very rough. Thank you, Danny McBride, guys in chat. Yeah, we did get there eventually.
My chat. Judgment of Kira is just like Danny McBride. I'm like, there it is.
That's his name.
Tropic Thunder, my man.
Yes.
Gonna make Mother Nature shit her pants.
What was the movie? Does anyone remember where he gets like a minotaur that he kills, and then he gets its dick and wears it as a necklace around his for the rest of the movie? This is like this was the most Danny McBride movie I'd ever seen. I remember I was watching it. I was like,
he wrote it.
It was fucking hilarious. I think he probably did. I was like, oh, this is such a Danny McBride movie. I was like, is this actually happening? This just stepped up a notch.
That's amazing. I've never heard of this. Never heard of this.
Someone in chat will tell us. We'll get that in a few minutes. Nice little adept harass here from Chance, but Parting pulls the probes, blocks with the stalkers, pounces on the front at the same time. Blink versus blink, but I got more blinky boys than you.
And an immortal and a prism. And that's going to make things very, very tough here for Chance. Parting actually just blinks forward. He doesn't give a shit, man. He is all over him. That immortal pounding these stalkers to pieces. Shield battery's completely drained. And Chance's proxy gateway warp-in strats just not enough. The numbers are just not there. It's a cool strat, but the numbers are just not there.
Oh, man. Just a great game here from Parting to start things off. Obviously, that first attack, I think Chance might have been okay, but he needed to pull back a little bit quicker. The Forge after the Twilight was definitely a little bit much, a bit too greedy on the opening. But I do think he could have done it. He just needed to fight with the shield batteries, accept that the force field advantage was going to be there with the Prism for Parting. But when he went out to the ramp, wasted force fields, and the units just got saved by the Warp Prism, ferrying them back immediately. It was super rough. So GG, well played. Map 1 there goes to Parting. Of course, we hopped over to the Korean server, so both players playing with very, very low latency. I remember when I was in Korea for the first time, we didn't have an Australian server back in those days. I was used to playing like 140 MS to Singapore, 200 to US West.
As soon as you have good ping, it's like, I can't stutter step anything anymore.
Dude, when I went to, I learned how to micro for the first time. I was like, I have 2 MS every game. When I was in Seoul in the Prime House in 2012, I was like, oh, and I came home and I was like, oh, I can't do all that cool micro anymore. I've got to play a different type of StarCraft. I was like, oh no. You're in the lobby?
Yep.
Yes, you are. Awesome.
I'm here. I'm ready.
No one said the name of the movie. Your Highness? Is that what it's called? Your Highness. That was the name of the movie. Okay, yeah. Because it's basically a stoner movie, essentially. It had Natalie Portman in it as well, actually, I think. She was like the hot maiden chick that he like saves, or
Natalie
she saves him.
Natalie Portman's actually in a couple stoner things. She's she's a bit of a party girl, Natalie Portman. And she's a mum now, but she's had some...
that classic Natalie Portman rap on Saturday Night Live.
Portman.
Yeah, that was one of the greatest. Where you're like, oh shit, this is a good rap, actually. I fucking dig this song, man. But Your Highness was a good song. Thank you, Kawain and the others who remembered that movie. I remember seeing that just randomly on TV. I was watching a movie that was on television, broadcast television, like a few years back.
Wow.
And I was
Legacy,
like, what
Legacy
the fuck
Media.
is going on? It was insane, yeah.
Damn. Free-to-air Legacy TV Media. It's crazy. In the age of streaming. In the bottom left here, currently down in the series, it is Chance.
And up here in the top right-hand side, in the red, representing Clan GP. It is TPG. Dragon Phoenix's Gaming's parting. Sorry, GP just makes me think of
Team
of
GP
you.
is Team GP is an actual team. How has he got this clan team and also his real team?
Maybe clan is like, maybe, you know how Koreans have clans that are amateur organizations, which are outside of their pro teams. They have no sponsorships. It's more of a practice organization and a community.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's still the way, but that's the way it used to be in the old days, is even all the pro players would often share clanmates from different teams. And that's because that's when you came up as a player, you'd be in a clan for a long time beforehand. So there'd be this like, you'd have players from like MVP, StarTale, another team, and they were all in clan, like I remember LOF or whatever, something fighters and a few other clans. I can't remember all their names. It's been a long time since I played on Korean Ladder, but there was, a whole kind of separation. And they're like, oh, no, that's like your community. Just because you get new sponsors, you shouldn't lose like your friendship and practice group that you kind of came up with. So it's kind of a way of keeping sponsorship separate from community for pro players. I'm sure someone out there is native Korean and knows a bit more about it, can explain it better, and they're like, you're butchering it. I think that's a rough approximation of how it is. So hopefully that's what we're looking at. I mean, representing Dick Boys and Clan GPs. For me, I was laughing though, because GP, I just think of you, Maynard, and Terran players pausing the game.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And then typing GP. And Maynard opens his chat box, goes, what the fuck is GP? You're already tilted because this Terran, you've killed so much shit, but he would not leave the game and just kept expanding and kept rebuilding.
Do you know what I
and
did?
as you've got the chat box, what GP, X question mark, and then the guy unpauses, and Maynard starts trying to micro, but his chat box is still open, so he can't select anything.
Yeah, I can't stim.
And his whole army just gets like stimmed into and mowed down, and it was like and I was watching the stream at the time, waiting to play some games with you, and I was like,
the angriest I've ever been in StarCraft, I think, was that. Like, after that, like, I remember playing team games with you, and I was still, like, dark and salty while playing teamies with you. Normally, I'm very happy and, you know, having a good time. But I was
not after
dark,
that, man.
And
that guy GP'd
after that
you.
stream, I went out into the kitchen, and I, like, pulled open the top drawer, and I grabbed one of my wife's cigarettes, and I smoked it in the backyard. It's like, I don't even do this anymore, but I need something for my brain.
Oh my god.
I just toked a cigarette in the backyard, man, patted my dog, and I'm just like, Loki, what has your father chosen to do with his life?
Oh my lord.
Like, this is my life now. I play this game for a living. I stream this game for a living. What have I done?
Life goals, guys. Fucking someone so hard in such a douchey way, they need a cigarette afterwards.
My
oh
bad
my
habits
lord.
come back from yesteryear. Long since quit. Very casual smoker now, but I was just like, nah, I need a drag. Gotta grab it.
Oh man. I love this opening from parting.
Sentry kill?
Oh my god, he got a probe as well before that and gets a sentry.
Damn.
But look how scared Chance is. Look at him. He's playing so safe this game. He's like, oh, Robo third gate. Oh, shit, man. Like, I got to start probing now. Parting behind this was like, yeah, I don't give a shit. I'm going straight Twilight, probing nonstop. So he's doing the build that Chance did last game. Except Chance is playing scared. He's building shield batteries. He's sitting there. And don't get me wrong, there's still a chance. Fucking
nice.
A Prism and an Immortal coming out with this 4 sentries early. But Parting's seen this with the Hallucinate. So he's going to be super aware of the threat of that, and he should be well prepared. He's got such a big worker advantage. He should be able to just throw a lot of gateways down, get his... He might skip +1, actually. We'll see. I think he'll still try to squeeze it in there. But seeing a Robo and a third gateway, as Parting, there is no reason to start +1 right now. It's like, yeah, just get gateways, get more units, and if you get enough Stalkers, you can defend.
Yeah.
Ooh, he misses the army move out.
Oh, okay. Hallucinations going through the main base. He sees the prism though. The prism is a tell.
Yeah, you see 5-6 workers on the natural. Uh-oh. Shield batteries! He's going to go forward and intercept at the choke. I like it. Oh, no, go intercept at the choke. Even though there's a prism, a single force field can block that. It's well worth taking the fight there.
His hallucination's about to expire, but it sees the army just before, but he's a little bit too late to go out there and stop them at the high ground. It's like Pig wanted. So he's going to have to pull back way to the natural. He's also got some units up on the main base.
Hallucinate prism.
Aren't done.
Fake prism goes to the main. It's a bait. And if he micros out to the left, no, Parting realizes immediately. And he's got a cannon finishing. Batteries coming in. Good force fields. The Prism's not there. Chance. He's losing Stalkers. 2 Stalkers go down before the Prism joins the fight. And it's a good start to the hold here for Parting.
He also has a shield battery in the natural, and Chance is trying to give him a little bit of his own medicine. The Parting picks up the Prism. Oh,
Oh, no. This is so bad. Stalkers warping in on the high ground. Stalkers and Sentries chasing him down on the low ground. Stalkers on the high ground. Stalkers on the low ground. Which fight will I lose? Neither of them, because my name's Parting. And I'm even better than fucking Rebecca Black. I win every PvP fight.
It's 2-0, 2-0. Parting's going to win with a 2-0.
Super decisive from Parting. Playing PvP against Parting is so hard. I tell you guys, it really is a different experience. I mean, Chance managed to take down Drogo here in a really tight series, really close fought series. Parting's a different type of Protoss. He is a different level of Protoss. His awareness, his reads, his flexibility. Notice he delayed the +1 after scouting. He reacted perfectly and defended every option just right.
And he did the old, I'm pulling back with my Stalkers. Lol, JK, blink on top of the Immortal, kill it. The shield batteries are out of juice, and Chance is running out of life here.
He tried to do an Adept backstab at the same time. It's really cute, just trying to do what he can. Gets 4 probes there, but unfortunately just not quite enough. GG, well played Parting. Just smushes it.
Yeah, gets himself the 2-0 victory.
Does anyone know where the clip is for the GP?
I don't know.
The request is out. If someone's got it saved, I think Sure Shardai actually has it saved in like a bookmark or something. So I feel like we've talked about this before, and he's been like, "I got you, fam," and he's just thrown it in chat. But I don't see Sure.
He says in my chat.
Oh, he's here.
Clipped the moment, but he says like, I decided it was too painful to have footage of.
It was too painful. Okay, that's actually yes. I remember him saying this before. Actually.
I just said it.